Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit. I'm also here to hang out with all of you. And I'm going to start things off by throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego of the site, the Tier 2 blue emote in chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes if you want to do that. And if you just feel like being a lurker and you don't want to say anything at all, you can just go ahead and lurk. That's also okay. It's a Monday. It's December 1st. We're almost done with 2025. Hey, Lashbrook, welcome. Yeah, the year is almost over. If you weren't here on Saturday, I have started to do the Christmas decorations for stream. I don't have my Santa hat, my real Santa hat on yet. I will soon, but I'm going to wait till closer to the holiday to do that. But yeah, we got Christmas music starting before the show, pre-show music. My dance song is holiday themed. It all works out. But yeah, I knew today was December 1st, but also it threw me off, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It's we're getting there. It is now getting towards the end of the year. Working on my top 10 list for anime for the year. Still waiting for a few shows to have a few more episodes, because there are a couple shows. As we go to the overhead camera and I start working on this, which is, of course, the GFreD, there are a couple shows that might end up in my top 10 or are going to definitely be my top 10, but I kind of want to wait for the rest of the episodes to come out before I really start figuring that out. Because, look, going into this season, I would not have guessed that the final season of My Hero Academia was going to hit me so hard. But the source material I already knew was strong, but it's just really fucking good. It's just so well done and so good that it's like, ooh, that's going to be in my top 10, and I don't know where. I don't know if Gundam's going to be in the top 10. I don't know if G-Quux is going to make it. Right now, it's in the top 10, but anything can happen because my list is not locked by any means. Like I said, I have narrowed it down, but the list is definitely not locked. Or I should say, my 10 aren't locked, and then it's just a matter of the order. Couple of these shows could fluctuate in and out. The fall season isn't the strongest. It's this Ranma season is good, but is it top 10 worthy? I don't know. Is this season of honestly, it's been silly and fun, but right now we're getting into the real good meat and potatoes action of Spy Family. And so it's Spy Family. I don't know if that season's going to end up in the top 10. It's good, but I don't know if it's top 10 good. And then, like I said, My Hero, the final season, is going to end up on my top 10 list. And it might be number 1, which I did not see coming, but it might be. My favorite anime of 2025 might be the final season of My Hero Academia, which is interesting to say out loud. Now that I've said that out loud, because I don't talk about the anime stuff like this out loud like that to myself. It doesn't sound wrong when I start thinking about my favorite anime of this year, because I can just again, not going to say what is or isn't, other than My Hero is on my top 10 list, and G-Quux might not be. But if I look at my favorite shows and I just read some of my favorite shows, right? If I mention Zenshu is great. Orb on the Movements of the Earth, which also came out in 2024, but 2025, certainly the second core came out, that's the best of fall 2024, so that's right. So that's last year. Zenshu was on the list last year. I'm thinking about last year right off the bat. So right off the bat, I'm wrong. Hey, Lord Crashington. Okay, so Rock is a Lady's Modesty, probably in my top 10. Catch Me at the Ballpark could end up in the top 10. Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quux. I don't know if that's a top 10. Trying to think of the other ones that like really stood out to me. City the Animation feels like a top 5. Like that's a top 5 right there. City is unbelievably good. Like that's definitely in conversation. All right, I need a 36 here. That's a 34. Oh, it's over here. New panty and stocking with garter belt. Yeah, that's a top 10. It's really good. Maybe the water magician ends up being the isekai that breaks the top 10. Because usually there's like one isekai, for me personally, that breaks the top 10. And it might be the water magician. That might be the one. Sometimes it's two. One or two usually do. So it's like, maybe it's that. It's real good. The second season of Call of the Night was really good. That could end up being in there. So yeah. Like, okay, yeah. Like those are all strong ones. So it's like I could see that. Let me see. We'll go through this. Those are summer. About winter 2025. Where's my winter? Best of fall 2024 was that. Yeah, winter 2025. Zenshu is totally on that list. I'm having a brain fart. Zenshu, from bureaucrat to villainous, Dad's been reincarnated. That also feels like a top 10. That's real good. Not Sakamoto Days. Orb. Orb does count. Orb can end up in the top 10. Orb's really good. God, Zenshu. Zenshu could be my favorite anime of the year. And then most likely on my list, again, I don't know for sure, most likely makes the cut of the top 10, is Whisper Me a Love Song, because the last 3 episodes came out at the cutoff. They did come out in the end of the year. They are eligible because that last 3 episodes were really strong. So I might put Whisper Me a Love Song on my top 10 list for this year as a, but they might make honorable mention. Maybe, yeah, like maybe Gundam as an honorable mention, because it's like, hey, it turns out I like this show, but I didn't love it. My general feeling on Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quux is that it should have been a 2-core, and the good times in the colonies should have gone on far longer, because it, like, I wanted our gals to be pals for far longer before they had their falling out, so that when they came back together, it meant more. And maybe they hung out a lot off camera, like off, video stuff. They were increasing their relationship, but like show don't tell. Like I needed them to have a stronger, partnership, friendship, whatever. Like I needed that. To me, that needed to feel more powerful than it does. So that might not make my top 10. I don't know. I'm still putting things together. I have most of, if not all of, my next Pet Bears Anime Club video will be my anime awards. And I have the categories for that and most of the winners locked in for that. I mean, that's a silly award thing, but I do enjoy doing it. So, and I went back and watched previous ones to like see if there are any categories that make sense for this year and what new categories, and then I'll do this joke I do every year, my go-to joke, which is to announce the last category and then not do that category. All right. I have to put stickers on A33 and A32. So we'll get those out, and then we'll put some stickers on there. A33 and A32 are... Okay. So let's get some stickers on this kit. And obviously there are more, like, there are shows that I didn't cover on a weekly basis that I like, I don't want to talk about all the shows that have made the list. And then, like, stuff this season, there is stuff this season that is standing out to me. And I have to think about it pretty hard. Like, I kind of want to wait till the end to see how Yana-kun's Ordinary Days hits towards the end of it, or how... May I ask for one final thing? Is a show that, like, probably won't be in my top 10 list, but I like a lot. And then I come down to My Hero, and it's like, this is how you know that my anime tastes are not universal. That my 3 favorite shows of the year right now in this conversation are Zenshu, a show that, like, the premise where they pull the fake premise they announced that wasn't the real premise for the show is so good that I wish it also for an anime that is that, but then the show they gave me was really fucking good. City, which is just an adaptation I didn't think was going to come out, and is so strong, is ridiculously strong, and unbelievably well done. And the last season of My Hero Academia, which is just, every episode feels like it's a movie. It's so good, and it's unbelievably good. And also, when we talk about shows that have a premise that are not what was being pitched, the fucking bowling anime is nowhere, because that's a bad. The bowling anime is the bad version of Zenshu, where they pitch you a premise, and then they don't deliver on that premise because it was a lie, and instead it's actually this, it's a fake out. But I was like, but I don't care about these time traveling girls that solve problems by bowling. Like, that doesn't do it for me. You know what does do it for me? If they had just been an anime about some girls that really want to get better at bowling and like bowling with each other, and then like the couple girls who are like, or the one girl who is like annoying about it because she really just wants to win, and everyone else is just like pretty stoked to be having a good time. Sticker 13. All right, I gotta figure out which ones. I gotta figure out what these stickers are here. So the fucking turkey, the bowling anime didn't do it for me, but Zenshu really fucking did, because it is a love letter to creativity. And turns out, I've known this forever, I'm a fucking sucker for that shit. I love that shit. All right, let's see. Which ones are... okay, so that's 14. So we need 12 and 13. So... and then 12 goes on this side of each of these. So this is going to go like... this looks like this. This looks like this. 12 goes on this side. And 13 goes on the other side. So this is 12. That's 13. Which makes sense. So we'll do 12 first. These are tiny ass stickers. The 12 goes on this side and 13 goes on the other side, and they go. Oops. It's on my finger. Anyway, Lord Crashin wants me to hit the dance button, which I will. We got a new song, but I have to put this sticker on first because if I start dancing with this sticker, I'm going to lose it because it is unbelievably tiny. So I will do this. It just isn't right now. Because this sticker is unbelievably small. And I have to do 3 more of these really tiny stickers. And so let me just get it on here. Okay. All right, I got the first one on. Now I can do the other one. Oh, no, it came off. Why did it come off? What are you doing? Don't you dare come off. What are you doing to me? That sticker is so tiny, I hate it. Thank you for using your channel points, so I hit the dance button. It's a new month and a new dance. And here we go. It's holiday themed. Oh, yeah. There we go. There's our holiday themed dance song. Very Christmas commercial theme, indeed. Just something that I could play. Yo, these stickers. Okay. These stickers do not want to stay on, and I do not care enough about the waste stickers. So I am not doing these stickers. I'm not doing these tiny ass little stickers here because literally they keep falling off and I don't care enough. No one will see this part of the waste anyway. So I am choosing to say no. No, thank you. Annoying stickers. Go to hell. It will change nothing about this kit that I do not have tiny little stickers on the sides of this kit here. I don't know why they were coming off like that, but they were, and it's really annoying. So forget that. I wonder, can you even see it in this photo? I wonder if you can. I'll look. Let's do Fred here, make Fred bigger. Oh yeah, you can kind of see there's a sticker like on the waist. You can kind of see that, but whatever. This kit's got so much color on it, so much stuff going on, that's fine. Make that smaller. All right, we'll keep going. So yeah, I have to get a bunch of things ready for those recordings. I have a debate right now. Maybe you, chat, can help me out if you'd like. You can chime in, make your voice heard. So, as you know, I do a video series where an episode comes out every single Wednesday, without fail. Get a new episode of Kuma Baer, my ongoing recommendation series, right? Every Wednesday. And every month there's a theme. In some months, there are 5 Wednesdays. December is a 5 Wednesday month, the very last day of the year. Now, since it will be the first day it comes out, generally I would do, okay, well, I'm going to do the theme here for the month, which the month of December, the theme for December is free with ads. So it is great anime that you should watch, that you can watch on YouTube or Pluto TV or Tubi for free with ads. That is the idea. So I could do 5 of those. I have 4 set up. I could easily do a 5th one. Right now I don't have a 5th one, but I can make it work. I'll just go on Tubi and look for more stuff that I think is great, right? Like, that's easy. I can do that. I'm happy to do that. there is the idea also that even though it's not technically January, most of the week that I will be recommending it will be January. So I could do on December 31st, the first one of 5 weeks, and just do it December 31st and then also all of January, and do the other idea that the next one, which is my favorite shows from fall 2024. And I could do 5 of those. Now, let me know, chat. Letter of the law or spirit of the law? To me, letter of the law is, well, then I do 5 in December. And spirit of the law is, well, I'm going to be recommending it mostly in January for a week, so I can do that. I will say this. Coming up with 5 shows instead of 4 shows from the fall 2024 season that I like might be a little harder than coming up with a 5th free show. So I don't know. I tend to lean towards letter of the law. I made the law. I made the rules. And it doesn't really matter. Also, it kind of nobody fucking cares if I'm only going to recommend 4 anime next year from this season. Mostly people just care about the thing I'm talking about in the moment, and people are going to be like, oh, hey, wait, this came out on December 31st and you're doing your January thing. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody fucking cares. But I kind of care, and I realize I probably shouldn't care as much as I do, but I do care about that. So I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have an opinion on it, or if it's just like, whatever, Pat, put out an episode, whatever it is. Because I'm leaning towards, I should do a 5th one. The real thing that has nothing to do with the final product, but for me is annoying, is that when there are 5 weeks, 5 like Wednesdays in a month, I record Kuma Baer videos 2 at a time, because I want them to be offset with my recordings for Pat Baer's Anime Club. So this weekend, I will record next Monday's Pat Baer's Anime Club. And then the following Saturday, I will record 2 more Kuma Baer for the rest of the year. Now, there is a thing where there's a week I won't have to record a Pat Baer's Anime Club because I'll record it live on Twitch, but like whatever. Either way, it means that every other weekend I either have on a Friday/Saturday, depending on my schedule. Okay, we're going to build all of the right leg, I should say, while I think about this. When I get into working on this next or the cycle is, okay, it's a Friday/Saturday. I am either working on an episode of Pat Baer's Anime Club, or I'm going to record 2 Kuma Baers. And when there's 5 Kuma Baers in a month, it means that until the next 5 months, I'm recording like the last one of that and then the first one of the next theme. And it's fine, and it doesn't fucking matter. But it is annoying to me. I find it annoying that I'm like off kilter on it. I used to record 3 at a time, but then the recording time would be off, and then I'd be recording 2 Kuma Baers and Pat Baer's Anime Club in the same weekend, and I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. So that's annoying to me when there's a 5. When I saw there was a 5 in December, I was like, God damn it. Really messes with a schedule. I love it. Now, some people would say, Pat, you should record all that stuff the same weekend, because that way you have a weekend where you don't have to record anything. But I like recording things, so it's not a bother. I mostly just like having like something to do, but I know what it is ahead of time. So anyway, I'd say it's fine to skip then. Yeah. I mean, last work, there also exists, yes, the third option, the option that I hadn't said, which is just don't do one. I could not put out a video, and that is an option. That is not going to be the option. That is not going to be the option where I just don't do one. And there's just like 1 week where I don't have one out, because that breaks the fundamental thing about Pat Baer's Anime Club and Kuma Baer is Pat Baer's Anime Club comes out every other Monday, and Kuma Baer comes out every week, because my Wednesday project Obviously, this is now the second year, and spoilers, next year I'm doing it again because I really like it. The idea of the one video a week project, the Wednesday project, was it's getting in the habit of having something out every week. Either I record it ahead of time or I do it all at once. I want to have a video every single week on on Wednesday, till I, get too busy to do them anymore, I guess. I don't know. So that was always the thing, I'm going to keep doing it. All right, sticker 14 is this one here. That's sticker 14? Yeah. Wait. Let me look at the leg. This is the, there's a sticker that goes on the outside of the leg here. Oh, yeah, that's the red one. That is the dotted lines. Really annoying sticker. So basically, my option is even though it comes out on the 31st, make it a December video or make it a January video because it's the last day of the month. I think I'm just going to recommend another free anime because I think that's kind of fun. I did have that earlier in this year. I did also recommend something that was only available on Pluto TV. And I like that. So that is the reason why I'm doing this. For diehard noticers of things for Pat Baer's Anime Club, for Kuma Baer, may know that Kuma Baer, my video series, every theme that I did in 2024, I did again in 2025, except for this upcoming theme. Last time, I think I did like 1980s anime or 1990s anime recommendation. I can't remember. I can look it up. But this year I'm going to do free because I find that a fun challenge to find free anime to recommend. Let me look it up. I did 90s. I did my favorite 90s anime, which, I could do again, but I like the idea of doing free with ads recommendations. I have stuff from Tubi, Pluto TV, and YouTube so far. So I still have to figure out, but I think that's what's going to happen. I think on the 31st I will do a December one, and that'll be fine. But yeah, I did think about maybe just not doing one that week, but I still want to keep doing it. I want to say that I did 52 of them. It's only for me. It only matters to me. It does not matter to anyone else, but it does matter to me. So. All right, I got this sticker on. I'm going to use my toothpick here to kind of flatten it out. This is not perfect, but it's all right. These stickers, there are no grooves for these stickers. You're just kind of doing it on, I think this looks right, vibes, and that's fine with me. I should also say, hey, I didn't say this. I'm running a promotion tonight. If you want to gift subs, you can do that. At a discount. If you gift 5 or more subs today, you will get 35% off. And that is a promotion that benefits you because you save money. It benefits me because I get gifted subs. And that 35% is taken out of my share, so I will get less than if you had gifted 5 subs, tomorrow or outside of the promotion window. But if it encourages you to gift some subs to the community, because we're currently at 29 subscribers and the goal is to get to 40, and you could get me closer to 40 if you gifted some subs. So I just said, hey, I'm going to put that out there. I'm doing this promotion. Again, it is not certainly a thing you have to do, but you can do if you wanted to. All right. Is this on? Right. This is the wrong piece. This is the wrong piece, everybody. I'm putting the wrong piece on. This is not C6. This must be C5. That is. Okay. I was like, why doesn't this fit right? It's because it's the wrong piece, Pat. You're doing it wrong. Every now and again, I'm like, why isn't this working correctly? And it's user error. Sometimes it's a weird piece, but on modern kits, it's rarely a weird piece, and it's usually just like me fucking up. So if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Anyway, let's keep going here. We got more stickers to put on later because this is a kit that we can see there's still stickers that need to go on. All right, so we put that there, and this looks like this. Then I need C20, F29, and E19. One of the things that about this kit that I both like visually and don't like from the perspective of building a model kit is that all of the weird angles on this, all the weird pieces, the weird components, the things that don't seem to look quite right, that do fit right, but fit right in a weird way. That's the case with all of these G-Quux Gundams, is that it's just like, all right, I don't, oh, is that right? Okay. And you get used to it, but every once in a while it's just like, I don't know. And as mentioned previously, there's just like maybe one, probably fair to say two, you could argue three too many colors on this kit. Makes it very busy. It's got a lot going on. All right. Okay, we got that there. And now we need B24 and B26. All right, there's a little bit of news out there that we can chat about. There's not much gaming news. Or before we get into gaming news, an update. An update to Saturday's conversation. As of right now, who knows? No statement from Amazon Prime about the auto dub fiasco. That some anime series had both English and Spanish AI generated dubs. The Banana Fish English dub is no longer available on Amazon. You cannot click for it. Bullying worked and it went away. As of tonight, which is December 1st, 2025, when I looked at it at like 8 p.m. Eastern, you could still watch it in Latin American Spanish. That was still available. Apparently, AI in Spanish is IA, Intelligence Artificial, or Artificia. And that is still in their beta. The beta for that, so they did not remove the dub in Spanish, but they did remove the English dub. I think because it became a story over the weekend and somebody just turned it off. It's probably still there. I bet it's still there for other anime as well. And I would imagine that it will make a return at some point when people aren't looking. But yeah. Enough of a stake was made that it is no longer available again for now. Who knows how long, and still available in other languages. I did not check other anime that had that, but I did see that for this. So, ugh, and gross. But that was an update I did want to give because it's good to be able to put that out there for people. Let's see. IO is finishing up 007 First Light, IO Interactive. And so they're, of course, focusing on that. There is the elusive target thing that came out with Eminem that's coming out that made some news as well. But really, their PR cycle is very much focusing on getting the word out about 007, which makes total fucking sense. Of course, that would be the thing that they are pushing more than anything else. Like, Yeah, no duh. But there's still, people are still asking questions about other shows or other games, I should say. Okay, that's piece 20. Okay, so this is piece 20. This piece goes here. This goes there, and then that goes like, over there. Okay. I now remember how to do this from the GQucks. Makes more sense. But apparently, some people were worried that the fact that they IO self-published Fallout 3 and World Assassinations out there. Some people apparently, fans were wondering and weirded out by the fact that they're doing another game and worried that this was going to be the end of the Hitman franchise, that like they weren't going to make another one. So there was a question about that in an interview in Variety, and so the CEO of IO Interactive said, of course there will be more Hitman, but right now I think we need to get the other side of this year, and next year you'll get more Hitman co-op, because I think co-op is really, really good extension of the universe, and we'll introduce very interesting mechanics and combinations to World of Assassination. But we will, after that, be talking about the next Hitman, because of course there's going to be a next Hitman. I hate that, on the one hand, it's good to get that shit out there because of weirdos. But on the other hand, you fucking weirdos. Like, what are they going to say? Like, oh yeah, no, I mean, we're never going to do another Hitman again. Like, of course there's going to be another Hitman. It's Hitman. It made that, it saved their studio. They were able to, go out on their own and keep making Hitman and have people be fucking stoked about Hitman. Like, they're going to keep making fucking Hitman, you freaks. But now we got some confirmation. There's going to be more of the Hitman co-op stuff, which they've dabbled in the past, and I would describe as fine. But we'll see. We'll see how stuff goes with that. I haven't played it in a long time because I kind of hit a dead end with a lot of World Assassination stuff. But I will go back to kill Slim Shady. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so that's 23. And then 22 is that one. Okay. So 22 goes along here. And then 23 goes up here. I fucking hate these tiny ass stickers. I hope I have a Gelgoog in my backlog. I really hope that Gelgoog is not a pain in the ass with stickers. It might be. I don't know. I've only built the Gundams from GQucks. I haven't built any of the grunts. And so I just have to hope that there aren't a ton of annoying stickers in the grunts. There could be, but I have to hope there isn't. Because it would be annoying if there is. A ton of these marking stickers. These very tiny marking stickers. Look at this. Look at that sticker. It's so fucking small. Who's this for? Crazy people. Also, because they're the marking stickers, they don't have they rarely have indents for where they go, which is just a little frustrating. It's fine. Oh, we got more stickers. That's right. More stickers to come. 19 and 18 are these ones here. 19 is the longer one. 18 is the smaller one. That is for this one here. It's fine. I know that I complain a lot about stickers, but that's because a lot of times they're bad. They're bad news. Is that the reason why when I put up my poll for my $10 patrons about what I should work on when I'm done with this, the only thing I put up are 3 brick kits. Is that the reason, Pat? You only put up brick kits? No, that's not the only reason. It is a reason that I put up, sorry, hold on a second here. It's not the only reason that I put up that as a list here, but it is one of the reasons that I put that up. How's that? Oh, right now it's a tie. Okay. Someone's going to break that tie. I have 2 Lego kits and then a kit from another company, another brick kit. So that's why I said brick kits instead of saying I put up 3 Lego, because one of them is not a Lego. Okay. So let's do the smaller one first. It's here. Okay. So this is a smaller one. And it's got to go to the indent here. And then it wraps around to the other indent. And then I use this here to kind of press it down. This is at least not super tiny. These stickers are at least a little bigger. That makes things a lot easier. All right. So then this goes here and wraps around. Great. That was probably the easiest sticker that has gone on this kit, I would say. That was probably our best sticker. All right, let's put on some cool purple here. Hey, so there is somebody out there inflating the price of one particular Pokemon card. And it's not, I don't think it's to mess with people. I think it's just somebody being a weirdo. And they have one goal. They want every Kabuto Pokemon card from the Pokemon TCG fossil set. They want every possible copy. This is Kabuto King _ on Twitter. They are anonymous, and they are trying to collect every single Kabuto, which is a common and nothing special, from this one set. Apparently, according to them, now they do have photographic evidence of a bunch of Kabutos. They could be fucking around, but it does seem like they have just a ton of them. They say that they have 1,748 as of 2 days ago. Now, most people don't try to get all of, like, that. Maybe they want, like, hey, I like Snorlax. I'm going to try to get one copy of every Snorlax from every expansion, something like that. Or I'm going to get it from these expansions because that's the one I played as a kid, and I'm also going to get, like, I'm going to try this, and then also, like, I'll collect these because I think these are neat, and I'm going to get the Japanese version of this as well. Okay, so which ones did I pull out here? I need D23. I got distracted here and I got the wrong thing. All right, D23 is here, and then whichever one goes to D23, which is that one. Great. I'm making mistakes here, but I am catching them. I'm buying every Smon card. Yes. Great. Sure. Kabuto's first appeared in... Okay, so this is 1999 set. This is Kabuto's first appearance in as a Pokemon card. So, like, I understand. Like, that's a cool thing. It's a weird thing to be doing, but they are doing it. No holo pattern. It didn't have a first edition badge until this year. It's just a fucking card that kind of exists out there. And there's no, no real fanfare for it or anything. All right, so how do I get this piece connected? It goes like this, okay. Sorry. Occasionally, this thing is just so weird that I have to, like, really look at how these pieces go together. Because it is just a weird... Just be like that. No, what? Damn it. Okay, yeah, it goes like that. And then this is supposed to go here. So then that connects like that, and then this connects like that. Yeah, okay, so that goes like that. All right, great. I got it. These pieces connect very strangely, but it does work. Also, hi, I'm John. I hadn't said hi. Let's see. The cards seem to have no value. Apparently, because he's been buying... I say he, this person. I should not gender them. Because the king has been buying them, the card is now worth $28 instead of less than $1. Because now there are less of them because one person is buying them, which is the shitty part of all this. To me, it does remind you, hopefully it reminds all of us, that all of this shit is fake and none of it fucking matters. Yes, you weren't buying them, John, I understand. All of this shit is fake, none of it fucking matters, and the market value of this card went from under $1 to $28 because one person decided they wanted to buy them. That's it. That's the market value. There is no market value for this card. There only exists one of two options. One, you are this person and you want to buy as many as you can. Two, you want to buy it because you hope that you can sell it to this person sometime. Because you're not buying it just because. So none of it matters and all of it is fucking fake. And it's good to remind ourselves of that reality. Also, what's really funny is that a bunch of people are looking to find theirs because they're like, on the one hand, there are people who are like, I'm going to go through my old stuff to see if I have a Kabuto so that I can help you in your quest because this is very funny and cool. And the alternative is then I just continue to have this card that I'm not doing anything with, which is the right way to go. It is very funny to see number go up and to be a part of that. And I think being able to say, one of those 1,000 Kabuto are mine. That's mine. One of those is mine. Like, that is very good. That is the good way to look at it. The other way to look at it is, well, now that this card is worth some money, I'm going to cancel my eBay listing of it so that I can jack the price up and be a fucking asshole. And that is also what some people are doing. eBay sellers canceling orders from days ago, saying out of stock. This is BS. They will 100% relist later at a much higher price. If you list something and someone buys it for your asking price, you need to honor it. So basically, some sellers have caught on to the fact that there's a person out there buying Kabuto or, packs of cards that, like collections that include a Kabuto. And so now sellers are saying like, oh, I'm out of stock of this. Maybe artificial scarcity shouldn't exist. Indeed, maybe it shouldn't. Some would even say it absolutely shouldn't. Yeah, that's really fucking annoying. That somebody that people out there are like, oh, I sold this. Oh, it's got a Kabuto. I'm gonna cancel this because I'm out of stock, and then I'm gonna relist it later for a higher price. Because eventually this person's gonna just stop for a while, and then the prices are gonna go down because they will be prices that don't make any sense. Like, fuck you. Now, some people are mad. Some people are mad at Kabuto, which is very weird. It's very weird that people are mad because the scarcity is existing and all this other shit. And it's like, this is a first edition card from 1999 that is in no one's, that maybe is in your completest collection, but is not relevant. It doesn't matter. And it's just, this is a person doing a fun thing. And it's like, yeah, to me, it's like, this is not, that I do not have any problem with this person doing this silly thing. And when people are mad about it, I'm just like, yeah, all right. There's so many other things to be mad about other than this. Like, I don't know. And maybe you all contain multitudes and you be mad about a bunch of different things, but this feels like a weird thing to be really mad about. People were like comparing it to NFT scarcity, and it's just like, no, cards are real though. Cards really exist. They are a real thing. What? Let's see. The card has never been worth... Okay, so in the 26 years that this card has existed, the most it's ever been valued pre-now was $26, or sorry, $10 at one point. And now it's worth a lot of money. And it's weird. I do love the idea that people are going to be buying these packs specifically for other cards in there because there are other rares available that people are more interested in getting. But while they're there, maybe they're going to look for a card they can sell for a couple bucks. Now there's another card in that pack worth it. But also buying a unopened pack of Fossil is like $200 something, $300 because of apparently the Aerodactyl pack art is worth a lot of money, according to this Kotaku story. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't know. I have no problem with this, as you can tell. I ain't got no problem with these shenanigans here. All right. Let's see. We're doing circle stickers, which are... okay, yeah, these are the marking stickers. These stickers here are the circle stickers. We need stickers 1 and 10 and 7. I think we're only going to do 10. Yeah. Let me see where... Yeah, it's this one here. We are going to take a pause at the cause in a moment. I'll talk about ways you can support the channel and all that, but while I'm here, let me try to get this thin, weird sticker out. All right. So the idea of this sticker is that it's going to go like here, and then it's going to wrap around to like there. And I'm definitely going to do this one because this one's not hard to do. It's the other stickers that are a little more difficult. And so I'm not necessarily thinking I'm going to do all those. Yeah, I think I'm only going to do this one. The other ones are just thin stickers that go like... Yeah. Basically, there are stickers that are going to go like in weird directions across the plastic. And they don't make much fucking sense. So I'm just going to do this one. And I'll do the same one on the other one, you know, the other sticker here. But I'm just going to do that. I think that pops enough for what is just one part of the leg. And as you can see, you can kind of see in the photo, there are these little tiny stickers. Like I did the one that loops around, and there's these tiny ones that go on the little parts there. But that's just too much detail for me. That is too much nonsense. Too many tiny, tiny stickers for me to worry about that shit. So I'm going to not do it. This leg is so fucking busy anyway. It doesn't need one more weird thing on it. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this leg together. When I put this on here, we're not done yet because we still have to do the ankle and the leg there, but like, look at this fucking thing. Look at all this shit. There's so much shit on this leg. Has so much shit going on. It's wild. It doesn't need more little tiny stickers on parts of that part there. So we are. So you know what? We're not going to do it. Now is the part of the stream where I am going to talk to you. That's right, you, the viewer, about ways you can support the channel and what I do here. Everything I'm about to talk to you. You know what? I mean, I'm gonna just. There we go. I like that. Everything I'm about to do here is optional. You are under no obligation to do any of these things, but if you would like to help me out financially, you're more than welcome to. First and foremost, if you are currently a subscriber to the Baer Workshop, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the tier 2 blue emote in the chat. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here through cash money or your Prime Gaming token. It's the first of the month. If you would like to become a subscriber, I would love that. That would be so great. I currently do have a promotion going on. Dirty just subscribed, so we can also throw the emotes in the chat for Dirty. Thank you so much to Dirty for that. Appreciate you. 75 months is a ton of months. Thank you so much, Dirty. We are currently at 29 subscribers. The goal is to get to 40. I shut up about the number of subscribers I have when we hit 40. If you would like to become a subscriber, this would be a great time to do it. Again, at the beginning of the month. I do have a promotion going on right now where you can save 35% off if you gift 5 or more subs to the community. So if you want to gift 5 or more tier 1 subs, you get 35% off. It comes out of my cut, and that's fine because I just want number to go up. So if you want to give a little Christmas gift to somebody else out there, to a random person that's watched the stream, because that's how that works, you could do that, and that would be neat. I think it would be cool of you. You don't have to, but you can. Also, bits and coins, always appreciated. We haven't had bits in a bit, so if you want to throw a couple bits in the pile, you could do that. There are other ways to support what I do here, and so I will go through a few of those right now. You could, of course, join my Patreon. As I mentioned, my $10 patrons are currently voting on what I should be building when I'm done with this model kit. There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for different tiers. Consider joining me on Patreon. Yeah, take a look. See if there's a Patreon tier that makes sense for you. Also, I have a YouTube channel. If you can fucking believe it. YouTube.com/PatBaer. Over on my YouTube channel, you can, of course, subscribe for free, and I would encourage you to do so. You can also become a member, and for just $2 a month, you get access to my Wednesday videos before other people do. So tomorrow, you will get a video that other people have to wait till Wednesday to see, which is neat. AdSense is probably not updated right now, but just quickly, let me look to see. Yeah, that has not updated yet. Hopefully that will update soon, because it still should say that November. Yeah, okay. So yeah, my December, my November stuff for AdSense hasn't come in. I'm so close to hitting the $100 threshold. Google AdSense, when you hit $100, you can then request, and then it takes like 15 days. So hopefully I'm going to hit that this month. Fingers crossed. We're close, because I had a pretty good month with people watching videos. So hopefully I hit it. But yeah, hey, I would get to my $100 faster if you became a member. That's another way. Those are monthly ways to support me. If you want to just throw $1 or $2 in the tip jar, I have a Ko-Fi and I have a PayPal, and you can do that. And everything I make through direct donations through YouTube, which again includes AdSense. So watching my videos helps out. Through Patreon and through Twitch, all goes into a fund, and from that fund, I pull money out to buy model kits. When I get that AdSense payout eventually, I will buy model kits. When the Patreon money clears and is in my checking account, it'll move into another fund, and then I will pull money out, and then I will buy model kits and Lego sets. I have 2 kits that should be delivered tomorrow, but last time I checked, they were in Minnesota, despite the fact that they came from Florida. I don't know why they went to Minnesota. They shouldn't have, but hopefully they'll arrive soon. Anyway, I'm really hoping those do, because those are cool kits, and I hope that they get here very soon. It's weird that they haven't arrived. They should have. They should have been here today, but I assume that they are actually not in Minnesota. But we'll find out. Maybe my package got lost. It's been a while since that happened. What else was I going to say? If you want to decide what I build next, there is a way to do that. If you go to my Amazon wish list and you buy something from that wish list, it will come to me in the mail, and then I will make a dedicated YouTube video about the thing you purchased, and that will jump the queue and become the next thing that I build. I've got Lego sets, model kits, inexpensive kits, expensive kits, kits that go on sale all the time, kits that never seem to fucking go on sale, but whatever. There are a couple things that are on sale for Cyber Monday. We're still calling it that, apparently, despite the fact that most of Black Friday stuff is online, and Black Friday is a week now, at least. But yeah, if you want to get a Cyber Monday deal on some knockoff Lego sets, I've got a few on this wish list. You can pick that up. But yeah, model kits, Lego sets, inexpensive things, expensive things, all kinds of different things and things. If you see something on the list that you'd like to see me put together, you could buy it, and then I will build it on stream. That is a thing that could happen. But yeah, I got all kinds of things on there, and I'll be able to. There is a discount on a better. Oh, what just happened here? We just got. This is Nick. Just gifted a bunch of subs. Thank you very much, Nick, for that. That's so awesome. I hope you enjoy saving a little bit of money. That's 11 gifted subs. That's ridiculous. We hit our goal of 40. Thank you so much. You hit the goal, and you saved a little bit of money there, because I am running that promotion. So thank you very much, Nick. I appreciate that. We got a hype train going. All of the sounds have gone off. All of our sounds. I can take this off here, because we did hit our goal. Welcome. We'll say, Remy was gifted a sub. That's fun. We love that. Base Camp Matt, I know that. Hello, Matt. If you're around, enjoy the subs. Thank you very much. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego site tier 2 blue emote in chat, and thank Nick very much for that. I appreciate you, Nick. That's very kind of you. And yeah, we hit the goal. So now that I've hit 40 subs, I won't talk about how many subs I have. And then we go to the other screen. I'll turn that part off. But yeah, thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate it. Happy holidays, Pat. Thanks for all the good streams this year. Well, thank you very much. You know what? Some of them have been pretty great. I'll say that. I've had some pretty fun streams this year. So thank you very much for that, Nick. I appreciate that. But yeah, hit the goal. Very happy about that. If anybody else wants to gift any subs or cheer, renew their subs, anything like that, that would be cool. But you don't have to. But it is cool if you want to. Let's see. I talked about my Amazon wish list. I have a wish list on Throne. That is my alternative to Amazon, because it's nice to have alternatives. So if you want to pick something off of my Throne wish list, you can do that. And then, if you wanted to, and you wanted to support me financially, but you needed to be very weird, you can go to USA Gundam Store. At USA Gundam Store, you can buy a gift card. they will send you an email with that gift card code. Then you can send me a whisper on Twitch or a DM on Twitter or Blue Sky or Mastodon with that gift card code. And then I will use that gift card code to buy something from USA Gundam Store. It is the most complicated, convoluted way to support me financially. And people have done it before, which is great. And we love that. Also, the items I bought over the weekend that have been in weird shipping hell are from USA Gundam Store, which is the closest like online shop because they're in Florida. I'm South Carolina. It should be convenient to get from them. But again, I got a package that I don't trust where it says bin. I hope it gets delivered tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I'll post about it in the Discord when they get delivered tomorrow. I should say when they get delivered tomorrow. I'll post about it in Discord. Speaking of which, I have a Discord. Feel free to join that. That'd be great. Couple video links for you to check out. The most recent episode of Pat Baer's Anime Club is me talking about Ocean Vale, which is a new English language streaming service, both subs and dubs, that came out this year. And they've got a few exclusives. They're doing a few simul dubs. They have, some subtitle shows coming out. They picked up some old stuff. And you're like, Pat, why haven't I heard about that? Well, it's because you're not an anime degenerate. You might be a degenerate in other ways, but you're not an anime degenerate. So if you're looking for like that one anime this season where the guy is just a massage therapist for a girls volleyball team, and you're like, why didn't that get picked up anywhere? Well, you would know. If you really wanted to see that show, you would have known that Ocean Vale exists. It's just a horny site. It's a horny site that exists out there. I signed up for it for a month. Funny story. I went to cancel my subscription for it because I was like, I don't want this to renew because there's not things here that I want to see. It's a really old Japanese company in that I have to update the story to include that or the description. I lost all access. It does. Now, let's say that you have Amazon Prime and you're like, let's say you have Netflix. You have Netflix. Netflix for you expires January 5th. And you're like, I don't want Netflix to renew on January 5th. If you cancel your subscription, you still have access to Netflix until January 5th. When it would normally go to auto renew, it will cancel the auto renew. Japan, for the most part, used to do this thing where if you subscribe to a service and canceled it, you immediately lose access. So you would have to remember to constantly, you would have to remember, oh, this is going to expire this day. So the day before, I got to cancel it. Because you don't want to cancel it early and then lose access to the thing. So I went to cancel it and then found out, oh, I lost access now. What I can do is I can renew it and they won't charge me until my renewal date. So if I want access again, I can just click again. But then I'm going to have to remember to cancel it before it. So fuck it. I'm gone. I have to come up with a better way of explaining, but a shorter way of explaining. But that is the thing. And I will say, really fucking annoying. Anyway, Kuma Baer is my weekly anime recommendation series where every week I talk about I recommend something, some anime you should check out, usually with a theme. This month's theme has been, November's theme, I should say. It's now December. November's theme was stuff I slept on, anime. Usually series, in this case a movie, that I didn't watch when it first came out because people told me it was bad or I didn't think I'd like it, and I was wrong. In this case, The Cat Returns is a really funny, charming movie. It's an isekai, and I should have watched it when it came out, but people said it's the worst Ghibli movie, and it might be. It honestly might be, but it's still really good. It's a great movie that isn't as good as some of the best animated movies of all time. So, oh well. It's still really good. You should watch my 1 minute. And if you like dubs, Tim Curry is in the dub. So there you go. Case closed. All right, I have got to talk about some manga, and I'm going to talk about some anime. And before we get into the manga, we will need to dramatically transition back to the overhead camera, and then I'll talk about some manga here. And I also need to drink some water. I'm in need of that, and so let's do that all right now. And I've got to remove that because I don't need that right now because we hit the goal. Thanks to Nick. And then John, once we hit the dance button, which I will, thank you for using your channel points so that I have to do this. The festive song, as pointed out, it does sound like it's in a commercial, some kind of Christmas commercial. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Or a Hallmark movie montage music, perhaps. But I just think it's a fun, festive song. Do a little holiday dancing. And it is the last... song that I will have been downloading from the Elgato store. Elgato, the people that make the Stream Deck, have decided they're not going to put full songs available on the Elgato marketplace. Of course, they were for free. They're going to stop doing that. So I grabbed that song when I could earlier, because when I saw that, because that happened in November. And I'm like, okay, well, from now on, I'm going to have to find MP3s for my dance stuff. And then I'm going to have to put that stuff in there, and then I'm going to have to find the folder it belongs in, and then right now apparently people don't play like full songs on their Stream Deck, and so Elgato got rid of it because it was like a thing that they didn't want to have to keep supporting, but I used it, and it's really annoying. Nick asked if I saw that Sari is working Grand Princess 26. I did not see that. TJPW was saying they had a big announcement, and I guess that's what that big announcement was. And you know what? Honestly, that is a big announcement. If you are going to make a big announcement about somebody... That is, okay, confirmed Grand Princess 26. That's March 29th. So they are in December 1st, 2026, or December 2nd for them, announcing that Sari is going to be there, and that is great. That's awesome. Congratulations for them. That's big news. That is a great booking. Who the fuck is she going to wrestle? Like, you could make the assumption that it's for a title, but then she has to lose, and I don't think you bring her in to lose, right? She's had such a big year that I don't think you bring her in to lose. So then it's another like mid-card on the cusp of doing something big wrestler that has the big like... All right, well, I've decided in my head that it's Haru, and I'm going to be really bummed when it's not Haru. I don't think it's going to be Haru, but I've decided it should be Haru. That Haru should have a one-on-one with Sari and get her ass whooped, and then get okay. I've decided that it should be that. It won't be Haru, and I will be bummed when it's not Haru. But I just think Haru is great, and I want good things for her. And I think a match with Sari would be fucking rad. I don't know, but Nick, thank you for letting me know that I had not seen that announcement. I knew the announcement was coming, but I had not seen what it was. Yeah, that's at the level. That is at the level that you announced that way ahead of time, and before your first big show of the year, you announce someone who's going to be in your second big show of the year. Yeah, that works for me. What a great fucking year she's had. You could make a strong argument that Sari has had the best post WWE year of anybody that left WWE for the indies or another company. You could make that argument, and I think it would be a fair argument to make that she has had the best, if not one of the best, if not the best years of anybody making that move. All right, sticker 12 is on here. All right, let's talk about some manga, everybody. Bastard Swordsman. Now, this title, you would think, oh, is this a guy that like sucks? Is he an asshole? Is this a spin-off or a remake of Bastard? And no, it's not that. The Bastard Swordsman is a man who uses a bastard sword, which is a sword that is longer than a short sword and shorter than a two-handed weapon. It is a weapon that, in the concept of this series, is a sword that you wouldn't want to learn because you would want to have two short hands. Because a bastard sword, you have to hold with two hands. But if you're going to have a two-handed sword, you might as well get a long sword. You know, have a full-length two-handed sword. So it's this weird in-between. And that's why our character uses it. Because its reach isn't as good, but also it's like awkward and it's kind of clumsy for fine movements. But that's why our main character likes fucking using it. Because our main character is trying to hide the fact that a point is to make. We don't know at this time. I cannot tell you what cool isekai powers our main character has because he does not want people to know what he is doing. To the point where he has tried to make his life better and the world better through inventions that he has created or he has told people about based on things from his modern world. He does that under a fake name, Lord Chaos, which is a fucking dope-ass fake name. Because he wants to live a slow life. He wants to have a chill life where he does not have to deal with bullshit. And part of that is, like, he occasionally has to show that he's skilled. Like, emergencies come up, he has to, like, save the day and do his thing. Okay, so sticker 12 is this sticker here, which is mostly clear. And it goes on the back of the foot, which is just B19. Let's look at B19. Let's see if I'm going to put on these stickers. Basically, every marking sticker to me has the potential of just being an optional sticker that I don't want to do. Every sticker could just be one that I'm like, am I going to do this sticker or not? We shall see. So this goes on like this. There's the foot. It goes like that. Okay, so that goes like that. This goes like this. And then sticker 12 is over here. So yeah, so that's the main thrust of this one. It is occasionally pretty chill. It is occasionally pretty aggressive. I'm not going to worry about this sticker. Yeah, this sticker does not mean anything to me. It is tiny in a way I do not enjoy. And so I'm not going to worry about that. We are going to panel line it because we did finish this leg, so we should panel line it. But yeah, our main character is just kind of like, his name is literally Mongrel. Like, that's his name. That's the translation of his name, is just Mongrel. He's just trying to, like, live a life. Like, live a low... Like, he doesn't want to advance. He doesn't want to join a guild. He's in a guild, but he doesn't want to join, like, a party. He just wants to, like, chill out and catch fish and kill monsters. He wants to kill monsters that taste good, because the one thing he doesn't like about that world is that food is bad. So he is just... So that is the thing where he will break his code of kind of like being chill. Occasionally he does have to fuck up some people, and it's very good. There are times where he does get to be a badass. But he's just like, yeah, I could be unstoppable. I have this gift. I don't really want that. I like it. It is often these days when you see a manga or an anime where the main character is hiding his abilities, it is because he is doing some kind of like weird edgelord bullshit. And in this case, it's not weird edgelord bullshit. He literally just wants a slow life. And it's fun to watch him try to do it instead of like having a harem and trying to take over the world. Now, are there women that are interested in him? Yes, there are women that are interested in him. There are women that want him to join his party. There is a man who looks like a woman and is part of a party that is all women. And I guess you would derogatorily refer to her as a trap, or him, I should say, as a trap. But I think that is just a man that dresses like a woman, that looks like a woman. And our main character is chill with that, which is nice. Makes a point of just being like, whatever. Social norms were different where I'm from. Like, you're not bothering me. There is a moment where he was like, oh, okay. It's mostly just like a harmless, fine little manga. I've enjoyed reading it. That's The Bastard Swordsman, or Bastard Swordsman. It's pretty all right. I'd recommend it. The action is good when there's action. The food porn stuff is fun. He's a good character. The supporting cast is pretty all right. I like them. Yeah, shit's fun. The other manga that I want to talk about is The Witch of Disaster Wants to Live Freely. This is surprisingly not an isekai, but it is a regression story. Our main character gave up her life. She sacrificed herself to prevent to seal the magic abyss, which would have been a disaster. These monsters would have poured through the abyss. It would have destroyed the world as we know it. She makes the great sacrifice to do it, even though she just wanted to be left alone. And also, there was the Magic Association and the church didn't like her because, hey, weirdly, in churches that believe in God, think that witches are bullshit and evil. So they needed her help. They didn't want to ask for her help. So she got sealed and presumed dead in this abyss from many years, 100 years, I should say. And apparently, the church couldn't say, hey, we had this disaster. The disaster is averted thanks to this witch that we were talking shit about. So they decided, because she was already dead, the best course of action was to just blame her for everything. And so the Witch of Disaster, the name, is born. And she was considered to be the cause of that problem that got solved by... It has not been said who solved that problem, but you could make the assumption that, like, oh, well, like they just branded somebody a hero and said that they saved the day or something. Or maybe it was that. Maybe they sealed her. But anyway, 100 years later, she's alive again. And she's actually younger. She looks younger because of the weird influence of the rift that she has been in. So she's back. She finds out that the Magic Association talked a lot, the church blamed her for everything, even though she saved all their lives. And she's just like, well, I kind of want revenge, but I mostly just want to like have good experiences and see what's going on in the world that I missed out on. So that's kind of just like her whole deal, is she just wants to experience some stuff. She is discovered by a somebody who was investigating this area where she was, a young adventurer who is like, it's this weird dichotomy that I don't enjoy. So, our girl clearly doesn't know the ways of the world, and she looks like a child. So our adventurer is like, I have to look out for this girl. She's going to need my help. Even though she has watched this young girl do magic no one should be able to do, because she is the strongest human on Earth. And even if she doesn't know like all of the details, she should immediately recognize that this young-looking girl is unbelievably talented and does not need assistance. But she keeps like trying to help in ways that are like, yeah, but you just saw her be awesome. Like, why do you keep forgetting? What are we doing here? So that part I don't love, but the rest of it I think is really strong. I should point out one of the things about this story. We have left off at the chapter I've left off on this. They are running into a demon because, of course, there are demons, and maybe our girl is going to have problem with that, but probably not. Probably our archmage is going to have no problems at all with this demon. I imagine it will be fairly easy for her to whoop this demon's ass. But we'll see. We'll find out what happens. Because she's still trying to figure out like the range of her powers and all that. One thing I do want to point out about this one that I really love is the art. It's really well drawn. I don't often talk about that when I talk about manga. It usually like I'm pretty okay. It usually has to be something where like it really bothers me. It really looks weird in a way that I don't like. Or it's really awesome. And if it's really awesome, then it's like, okay, I want to talk about this. This one is really awesome. And also, a lot of pages are in color, like way more than you would expect for a black and white manga. They do a lot of color pages, which is awesome. Love that. Love that for them. Love that for me, the guy that is reading the book. So yeah, I found a lot to like about The Witch of Disaster Wants to Live Freely, which comparatively is also not that long of a name compared to some of the other names of things here. But again, it's not an isekai. So, and I will say, Bastard Swordsman is probably the shortest name for an isekai I've seen in a very long time. Not since The Water Magician has there been such a short title for an isekai. Is this going to be a new trend, or we're going back to short titles? Probably not. Descriptive titles still do unbelievably well. People still love to see descriptive titles. It's still very, very popular. So if light novels and manga are still going to have long titles, and the animes are most likely going to have long titles. Speaking of which, let's talk about an anime with a long title. Dad is a hero, Mom is a spirit, I'm a reincarnator. Which is, of course, the manga version of that is called... what is the fucking full title of that? I have it in my notes here. Reincarnated is the daughter of the legendary hero and the Queen of Spirits, which is slightly longer than the anime title. Dad is a hero, Mom is a spirit, I'm a reincarnator. Just such a good dumb name. Such a good dumb name. Episode 9. More annoying shit with Rafalia, who I do not like. Rafalia is the second cousin, or the half cousin of our main character. She does not understand that her cousin Ellen is like one half of a spirit and unbelievably powerful. So she doesn't understand why like the crown prince keeps coming by to go see her cousin. Like she just like doesn't fucking get it. And she wasn't raised as a noble, so she didn't like having to pretend to be one. So apparently she has been exchanging letters with the crown prince, who, to remind you, has a curse on him. All of the royal family has a curse on them. where they can't interact with spirits, so they shouldn't be able to go interact with Ellen at all. And they need like it would do them harm to do so. So, wait, I'm trying to figure out why this is not working correctly here. There we go. I think I can get it now. If I go like this. So, Rafalia should absolutely be not sending letters to the Crown Prince at all. Like, their correspondence should not be happening. She is not of a social standing to do that, but also she could be blowing up the spot of her cousin, which would be bad. It would be bad news if she starts fucking around and messing and blowing up the spot. But she doesn't understand any of that. She's just like kind of stuck with not getting a lot of attention, and she's unhappy, and her mom has become weird and distant, and her dad is distant, and it's just, you know, it's understandable that this kid is like jealous and feels weird and her life is strange. And then like a boy is paying attention to her who is also the Crown Prince. But of course he is unfortunately mostly using her to gather information because he really wants to meet with the girl that he saw do cool fucking cool ass magic before. So he really just wants to go and meet Rafalia, or not Rafalia, Ellen, because Ellen did cool ass magic that one time. And so he's like, I would like to see her. Also, you know, he's the Crown Prince, and he seems like a fairly okay guy, but she doesn't want to meet with him. And it's like, that's weird. That he finds that weird. All right, so there is a pandemic happening in the kingdom, and Ellen, because she is a reincarnator and had studied medicine, knows what to do about that. So she makes some medicines. The country's court healer, a nearby court healer, Hume, who's a young man, finds out that there is a woman. Finds out that there is somebody out there who has the ability to cure people. Meanwhile, this dude Hume, young boy Hume, he is an apothecary. He's working hard. He is trying to discover a cure for his mom's sickness, but he's being manipulated by Ravissol, who is not like an issue that we'll deal with him later. But yeah, he's being manipulated. Let's see. Also, the king is like, quote unquote, accidentally tells the prince, like, I think this apothecary works for Ellen. Now, obviously, the king knows that Ellen is the apothecary, that is just a cover. He knows that's Ellen. He knows what's going on. He is trying to create a scenario. He's trying to play chess with the scenario because his goal is, if Ellen marries the prince, then the spirits will have to be able to communicate with him, and then the spirits will lift their curse, and then the royal family will have access to spirits again. Also, if Ellen's husband is the king of the country, then Ellen's father, who is the hero, will have to stick around to protect the kingdom. And so he's just trying to manipulate a bunch of scenarios to get what he wants, because he is, you know, like, quote unquote, doing his best for the kingdom, but doing it in really shitty ways. But he doesn't realize that Ellen is fucking very smart as well. And so, like, this shit is going to blow up in his face constantly. He is constantly losing these games. He does not know that. We are introduced to a new character named Kai. Kai is a young man that is going to serve as a bodyguard for Ellen, because she is going to be a target of people because she is healing people, and people now know about an apothecary. So she now has a guard. He doesn't have a lot going on. He has a lot of ideas about honor. He does recognize that Ellen saved his father's life and let his father keep his job after he betrayed the family. And so he does feel a lot of gratitude towards Ellen. And then, meanwhile, Ellen's dad is like, I don't like this human guy hanging around here, my daughter. I'm going to get a spirit to look after Ellen. And so he summons Van. And Van is a young tiger spirit who has always had a crush on Ellen. So immediately, now this takes a little longer in the manga, but obviously we're condensing the manga into the anime. Immediately, these two guys have a rivalry that will turn into a beautiful friendship over time, in the manga at least, where they instantly are like, no, I'm protecting Ellen. No, I'm protecting Ellen. No, she saved my life, so I need to protect her. Yeah, she saved my life, so I need to protect her. Like, it's immediate. These two boys are head over heels for her, but also want to protect her. And she's also stronger than either of them, and both of them put together, which is very good. Let's see. We have our prince goes undercover, and the goal of him going undercover is to find out, to find the apothecary they need. Hume discovers that there are wind spirits that are blowing the disease into the sky. And so they're like, oh, wait, is it an apothecary, or are the spirits destroying this disease? And so the prince is like, I bet that's Ellen. I bet Ellen is doing that because he knows that she has these powers. But he to be fair to our young prince, he keeps that shit under wraps. He does not say what he's thinking about that. Rafalia gets a letter about the prince, and that makes her very happy because she's getting one-ups on her cousin that she's in a one-sided feud with, and she's just like, oh, this is cool. A bunch of people get sick, and Ellen decides she's going to make more medicine, despite the fact that making these kinds of complex medicines wears her out. But she still wants to be able to help people, so she gets permission to keep making the medicines. And then Rafalia disappears. At the same time, Van overhears people talking about the lack of medicine and how there's not enough going around, but there's an apothecary out there making medicines, and then the episode ends with Ellen thinking, oh shit, Rafalia got kidnapped because people think she's the apothecary. Like, they kidnapped a girl that lives in that house, or in the family house, and so they think it's her, when it's definitely not her, it's Ellen. And so now there has to be a rescue mission. Again, the annoying character I don't particularly love has to get rescued. And so we'll see what happens there. It's funny. This show, I forgot how much intrigue is in this and how much this is a political drama. I've talked about this before. Because I'm like, oh, this is fun. I love the relationship between Origin, the Queen of the Spirits, and Roval, the hero. I love their story. I think Ellen is really fun. She's a fun isekai character. And she's just trying her best to help a lot of people. I love the supporting cast of all the spirits, but I seem to constantly block out the part where most of this show is this cat and mouse game between the king. And again, he manipulated his way into being king by setting up his father to fall, who should have fallen, but in disgrace because of his sister doing a bunch of bullshit, like probably set her up for that anyway. He's a manipulator. He's not necessarily a villain, but he's definitely not the guy that works honestly. so much of the series is there, like, back and forth. And I occasionally forget about that. All right, we gotta keep working on this here, leg. Now is the part of the stream, friends, where I want to hear from you. What are you playing right now? What are you up to? What are you into? You reading anything? You watching anything? Did you have a good Thanksgiving weekend? Did you get up to anything this weekend you want to tell me about? I love hearing from you about things and things, so feel free to let me know what you got going on, because I do like hearing about it. As I try to figure out how to assemble this leg, even though I already assembled it once, I don't remember how to do it because it is fucking weird. But yeah, I want to hear from you about those things and things. I'll tell you that I did spend some time this weekend playing Helldivers 2 with the crew, and that was fun. I got an incredibly weird location in Power Wash Simulator 2 that advanced the quote-unquote plot and called back a bunch of stuff from the first game in a way that I was not expecting and thought is pretty fucking good. I think that's pretty fucking great what happens in Power Wash Simulator 2. I'm enjoying it. I am currently power washing a hotel. A motel, I should say. Specifically a motel, and the pool and the roof and all that. That is my current job that I'm doing. I did also... early on there is the dog car that you power wash, and then that's for a movie. We hear a lot all of the story and the lore about what happened with this movie screening is really fucking good and really funny, and is probably my favorite writing of the game so far. Is this director talking about their experiences with the movie opening. It's really well done. I think it is really funny. That theater was a fun job. Also, yes, the theater was a fun job that I enjoyed doing. I haven't played Leave It Alone since right after the stream last week. I might try to do another run of it. Not on stream. I don't think I'm going to stream it again. But I might try another run of that game because maybe I can do it in 40 minutes. I don't know. I got to see like what the strats are. Like which way is the best way to do it? Like, because you gotta, like, there are things you unlock by doing certain areas, so you gotta like try to get those areas done as fast as possible to get stuff. So I gotta see. I gotta see what the optimal route is for getting that done in under 40, because there's got to be a way to do it. Got to join the speedrun Discord for all the tips and tricks. Yeah, Lord Crash did it. Like, that's certainly possible. That the best way to do it is to join a Discord about it, but I kind of don't want to do that, so I don't think I will. I don't think I'll do that. Let's see. Lord Crash says, we're looking to get between 2 and 5 inches of snow tomorrow, so that'll be fun. We're getting rain here in South Carolina, so we're not getting snow, but we are going to get some rain. I don't think it'll get cold enough to snow, or in the right temperature frame for that, but that's okay. Dex, it says, I've been playing the Indiana Jones game that came out earlier this year. It's really good. Yeah, that it actually came out like originally for PS5, like I think like late December of 2024. I want to say, but yeah, I know like people absolutely love that game, and I think it's got is well deserved praise. I've never played it myself, but I really enjoyed watching some friends play that game on some streams. So yeah, hell yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and then Lord Crash talks about the speed run. Yeah, I haven't joined a Discord to figure out the best way to play it. I'll probably just like watch somebody. I'll either read about or watch somebody's like, here is the order, right? This is the order you've got to do if you want to like optimize your run or whatever. I'll probably check that out. That's probably it for video games. I haven't really done anything super exciting about that. I watched a Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling show over the weekend. Uta's hometown reunion, which was fun. That was a fun one. There's a lot of crabs in that area. They're known for their crabs. So 3 wrestlers dressed as crabs. They just had like crab things, crab claws. And that was good and silly. I like that. Mostly it was just like a fun show. Then I was like, yeah, it was a good time. I just consistently really like Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. It is often my favorite goddamn wrestling promotion. It is hard to beat. Oh, did I miss a... I did. Weird. I didn't put a piece on here that's supposed to go on here. This somehow connected without me doing this piece, which is wild. So I'm gonna do it right though. This still connected to that leg without this piece. So weird. I played it on Luna, never used it before, but it's free with the Prime, so I check it out. Works really good on my PC. Not so great trying to play through Fire Stick. Yeah, I'll say this. When Amazon finally said, okay, obviously they'd pulled back from Steam, but for a long time, you could still get your Prime games through Twitch Prime. If you wanted to, you could still get those through like GOG or Epic. And now that it's just Luna, I have claimed a couple games. I have not tried any of them. I've never installed Luna. At some point, I probably will. But yeah, I don't know if I would try with the Fire Stick, but I'm like, well, I should probably at least try it at some point so I can talk about it. So I will at some point get Luna working and get a game loaded on there. But yeah, the fact that I could be playing Indiana Jones is like compelling. That is a compelling case for trying it out. So, yeah, I could do that. Let's see. I need what do I need here? I need A18 and A15. Mjon says, I got some Tenchi Universe Blu-rays I'm hoping to start watching this weekend. Yeah. Mjon, that would not be on my list of things I gotta get this on Blu-ray. That would not be high on my list, but like, yeah, have fun. Tenchi Muyo, because it was an OVA and it had a home release, and the laser discs of Tenchi Muyo at the time looked fucking phenomenal. That there's some part of me that thinks like, yeah, I'd fucking watch Tenchi Muyo again. Tenchi Muyo Ryo-Oki. I would watch that again. Like that might be a fun time. But I will say this. Photon is on some of the free with ad services. Pluto TV. I can't remember if it's on Pluto or if it's on Tubi or it's on both. I can't remember. My apologies. I don't remember if it's on both. But I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to watch Photon. I think I'm good. It's available. And I was like, there is something about Photon that's not bad. But I was like, it's also not good. I think I'm all right. Okay, yeah. So you're just you're watching all Tenchi Muyo Ryo-Oki last year, so you're visiting some other ones. Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. Well, I hope you have a great time with that shit. Lastbrook watched all of Sanda this weekend, and that show is wilder than I expected. Really interesting setting. Yeah. So I don't love Sanda, but I have come to appreciate Sanda more than the first 2 episodes that I watched. I've watched the first 2 and was like, this is a cool premise that I don't know if they're gonna keep doing good with. It's like kind of a fucking wild ass premise. I don't know. So I'm like, I'm pretty good. Finally finished a couple years after the extra fin funnels for the new Gundam. Hell yeah. Sadly, the knockoff ones don't work with the action-based arms. Oh, that's a shame. Just started the G-Quux, and it's an adjustment working on parts this small again. Yes, going from a real grade or a master grade to a high grade can be tough sometimes. But also, the G-Quux has a lot of small parts. Like this kit, it also has a lot of parts that are just teeny tiny. And so you do have to, it is an adjustment. And also, again, as I keep mentioning, this kit also has small ass stickers. Thin ass, tiny ass, annoying ass stickers. But whatever. I've also decided I'm not doing a bunch of them, and that has been a great fucking decision. I really appreciate the decision I've made there. All right, so we're almost done with this leg. So on Thursday, we are going to finish this leg, panel line it. We're going to build the backpack, and then the shield, because the shield is a couple pieces. The weapon is just one piece, and the gun, and then we'll be done with the kit. Oh yeah, we can build the core fighter. I don't know if I'm gonna I probably build the core fighter, but I don't have to build the core fighter. Because I think it's fine to not build the core fighter if I don't want to. But yeah. We don't have a lot left. We're gonna finish this kit up on Friday. Thursday. Friday. What am I saying? We're gonna finish this kit up on Thursday because we don't have a lot left to do. And we're almost done with some stickers. There will be some stickers on the core fighter, which is also the backpack. But yeah, we're gonna finish that up, and then I know what I'm building after that. Dex missed all of Tenchi Muyo, didn't watch any anime for years and years, and only just really came back to watching. Yeah, so Tenchi Muyo is great because it's the OVAs didn't air on Japanese television. They aired on a satellite network and then on home video. And so they're longer episodes, and the animation is gorgeous because it was a costly thing, and they gave the guy a lot of money to make it. And then Tenchi Universe was the TV, Tenchi Universe was the TV show. It was the TV adaptation of this original. And so the quality isn't as good, but the story is, they make a big change about the characters. They swap who was imprisoned and who was out in space. And I think it's a really smart decision. And they make some changes here and there. And then it's just kept going every couple years to decade. They just make another one. There's a spin-off based on Tenchi's half-brother, Kenshi, that is an isekai that is great. There are a bunch of shows that have retconned Dual. Photon isn't, but Dual and Tenchi Muyo GXP or GPX, which is the spin-off series, are all canon. Getting Dual to be canon is very funny. They had to really go to lengths to make that work. It's nonsense. Lord Crashin watched Alex's 12-hour drum marathon. It was a lot of fun, especially with the addition of Smooth Alex. Smooth Alex. I have not watched all of that. I am slowly watching it because I don't want to watch all of that at once. But I will eventually finish. I'm in part 2. I eventually will finish all of that, and it's good. All right. Now is the part of the stream where we are going to go on a raid. That's right. I am done with my stream for tonight, but the party isn't over. We do need to go and hang out with some cool people doing cool things. As John says, we always end with a raid. It's Monday, so generally on Monday, I raid Mary Kish. And today is also a Monday where we raid Mary Kish. Sectori is a game that Mary Kish is currently playing. I have heard about this game, and it does seem neat, so I'm excited to see what Mary thinks of it. Sometimes when we raid Mary, she is switching from one game to another game, but we'll see what happens. But please, come along on this raid. Mary's great. You'll love her. If you don't know Mary Kish, you should get to know her. And then come back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Nubby's Number Factory had a big update at the end of November. So we're going to check out that the new variant, a new supervisor. We'll look at some of the cosmetics, and we'll just have a good time in Nubby's Number Factory and kind of play around. And I'll try to beat for the second time a very fucking difficult version of that game. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for coming on this raid with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.